Welcome to the XiaoWellness Podcast, a space for sustainable health, mindful movement, and honest conversations to help you come home to yourself. I'm your host, Mejia.
From walking the runway and living the dream to hitting a point where I realized I wasn't prepared for what came next. I'll take you through the truth about life after modeling, what no one talks about when the cameras stop flashing, and the 3 key steps that help me rebuild my identity, my strength, and my future. I spent years walking the runway, posing for cameras, and living the dream. But one day, I took off my heels and realized I had no idea who I was without them. I thought I had time to figure out my next move, but the truth hit me hard. I wasn't ready for life beyond modeling. No one prepares you for the silence after the runway. And if you don't have a plan, you can feel like you're disappearing. As a professional model, I once believed I would always be beautiful and that I had plenty of time to figure out my path after modeling. But was I truly prepared? Before having my child, I stepped away from modeling to embrace motherhood. It was the most wonderful experience, but when my first child started school, I found myself lost. What was next for me? I hadn't invested time in developing new skills, and suddenly I felt like I was drifting away, watching life pass me by. As a business owner, I expected growth, but without the right skills and engagement, progress was slow. The truth hit me hard. I hadn't planned for life beyond modeling. Have you? I don't want this to happen to you. While you're still young, you have time to take control of your future. Don't wait until you feel lost. Start now by focusing on these key areas. Step 1. Develop skill beyond your looks. When I left modeling, I realized I'd spent so much time perfecting my walk and poses, but I'd never built skill that could help me in the real world. That's why I felt lost. If I had invested in learning business, branding, or digital media earlier, I wouldn't have struggled as much. The best thing you can do is start now. Pick one skill that interests you. Maybe it's social media marketing, fitness coaching, or content creation, and commit to learning it. Step 2. Build your personal brand. For years, my identity was wrapped up in modeling. As long as I looked the part, I thought opportunities would keep coming. But that wasn't true. Who are you beyond your looks? What do you stand for? I had to redefine my identity. And it started with sharing what I was passionate about: wellness, fitness, and personal growth. Find your voice and start creating content around what you love. Whether it's writing, speaking, or building a business, your brand should represent who you are beyond the runway. Step 3. Prioritize fitness and wellness for strength. At first, I worked out just to stay camera ready. But as time went on, I realized fitness isn't just about looks. It's about strength, energy, and confidence. Instead of training for aesthetics, I started training for strength, and that shift changed everything. Find a wellness routine that works for you, whether it's strength training, yoga, meditation, or holistic health. Feeling good in your body will give you the confidence to step into new opportunities. Looking back, I wish someone had told me sooner. You have to prepare before you're forced to. The worst mistake you can make is waiting until you feel lost. Start now, while you still have options, while you still have control. Real-life inspiration from my personal journey. Tips on how to create a workout routine at home. A new perspective: strength isn't just physical, it's also mental and emotional. An invitation to join my free workout challenges and begin your own journey. Motivation to start strength training, even if you're nervous or unsure. A reminder that it's okay to start small or start late. I thought I was walking into a yoga class, but instead I stumbled into a women's weightlifting session. I almost walked out, but staying changed everything. I didn't realize how weak I'd become, and I never imagined I could feel this strong. For years, I focused on flexibility, flow, and balance, but I never expected that one accidental moment in a weightlifting class would unlock a whole new kind of strength in me, physically, mentally, and emotionally. It completely reshaped how I saw my body, my power, and my purpose. If you've ever been curious about lifting weights or unsure where to begin, this is for you. A few years ago, I went to a local gym expecting a yoga class, but walked into a room full of women lifting weights, rotating through circuit stations. I didn't have a partner, didn't know the exercise, and felt completely out of place. But the coach welcomed me and helped me through the session. It was intense, but when I got home, I felt amazing. So I went back again and again, 4 times a week. After 4 months, I burned out, not from the workouts, but from the long drive. I still wanted to train, so I brought the gym home. I bought floor mats, dumbbells, and a few essentials, and created my own space to move daily. That's when everything changed. I began documenting my journey and building my personal brand. Since then, I've created and completed 3 fitness challenges: 7-day workout challenge, full body movement, plus 1 recovery day, 10-day standing series, no floor work, minimal equipment, 14-day barbell challenge, started with 35 pounds, progressed to 75 pounds. At the time of this filming, I'm working on a 30-day program to help people just like you stay consistent, build strength, and feel empowered, one day at a time. This is the strongest I've ever felt. Even after years of yoga, nothing reshaped my confidence and body like lifting. Here are 5 reasons every woman should lift weights: build strength, show up stronger in daily life, supports aging, maintains muscle plus bone density, boosts metabolism, burn more calories at rest, improves confidence, prove to yourself what you can do, shapes your body, tones and defines in a way cardio can't. Yoga gave me flexibility and peace. Weightlifting gave me power and presence. I feel stronger, more capable, and more confident than ever. You can start right where you are, at home, with just a few weights, 1 rep at a time. If you're ready to begin, check out my free challenges linked below. Want to see how I set up my home gym or follow my progress? Don't wait until you feel weak to choose strength. Start today and build from where you are. Feel strong again. No gym required. You don't need hours at the gym to feel strong, energized, and confident. Just 30 minutes a day at home changed everything for me. I'm sharing exactly how I did it. I used to think a walking was enough until I started losing muscle, energy, and confidence, and I didn't understand why. That's when I made 3 simple changes that helped me rebuild strength, boost energy, and finally feel like myself again. Stick around to the end. I'll walk you through a free plan you can start today. If you ever felt like you just don't have hours to work out, but you still want to feel toned, capable, and energized, let me take you back. In my 20s, I was a fashion model and an obsessive runner. I loved how running made me feel, and I believed the more I moved, the better. But over time, the constant pavement pounding caught up to me. My knees began to swell, and I pushed through it until I couldn't anymore. In my 30s, I traded running for walking. I told myself, walking is enough, I'm still moving. And yes, walking is great for your mind and body, but I started noticing something. Even though I walked every day, I was losing muscle tone. I wasn't building anything. I wasn't even maintaining. That's when I discovered strength training. and it changed everything. At first, I was driving to the gym 4 times a week, but that didn't last. Driving back and forth just wasn't sustainable. So I found a way to bring the workout home, and now I want to show you how you can do the same. Here's what I learned and what you can do too. 1. You don't need hours. You just need consistency. Start with 20 to 30 minutes 3 times a week. Focus on strength workouts, using dumbbells or even just your body weight. 2. Make it measurable. Track your progress. I use a fitness tracker to monitor movement, heart rate, sleep. It's not about being perfect. It's about growing a little each day. 3rd layer in mini movements. Small moments of movement throughout your day make a big impact. Tend your garden. Stretch while your coffee brews. Take a 10-minute walk after lunch. These mini moves support your overall strength and energy. 4. Build strength to preserve your body. Muscle isn't just about looking fit. When you lift regularly, it protects your joints, improves balance, supports healthy aging. I didn't realize how much strength I'd lost until I started building it back. So here's my challenge to you. This week, schedule 3 30-minute workouts into your calendar. Track something, your steps, your sleep, or your energy levels. Then notice how much stronger, more focused, and more capable you feel. You don't need hours at the gym. You just need a plan, a little space, and the decision to show up. I used to work out just to stay in shape. But at 35, I hit a turning point. My energy dropped, recovery slowed, and the workouts that once worked didn't. What no one tells you is lifting weights might be the most important thing you ever do for your body, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Because lifting gave me something back I didn't even realize I had lost: power, purpose, and confidence. As a mom, a business owner, and someone who's gone from the runway to real life, I know what it feels like to want more than just toned arms. I wanted to feel strong, capable, and honestly, like I could handle anything life threw at me. A personal story that will inspire you to start lifting, especially if you're feeling unsure or starting later in life. You'll learn why strength training after 35 is essential for energy, confidence, and longevity. I'll share simple ways to start at home, how I track progress using a fitness tracker, and why little daily habits, like walking or tending a garden, make a big difference. Most importantly, you'll discover how building muscle isn't just about looking fit. It's about feeling strong, mentally and physically, and creating a life that's healthy, empowered, and sustainable. Why strength training matters. After 35, women naturally begin to lose muscle mass. That loss can affect our metabolism, balance, and overall energy levels. But here's the good news. You can change the story. When I started lifting weights consistently, I noticed major changes. My legs became more defined. My arms looked more toned. I had the strength to pick up heavy objects and not second guess it. And most of all, I felt like I could take on anything. It wasn't just physical, it spilled into my mental health. There's something powerful about finishing a hard workout that reminds you, you've got this. How I track and stay motivated. One of the biggest shifts for me was learning how to actually see my progress. I started wearing a fitness tracker not to obsess, but to stay grounded and aware. It helps me track my heart rate, sleep, how much I'm moving, and honestly, it keeps me motivated. But here's the thing. Small things matter more than we think. For me, it's been things like taking walks outside, tending my little garden, or just moving my body for 30 minutes a day. It doesn't have to be intense. It just has to be consistent. And doing short fitness challenges, total game changer. Whether it's 7 days, 10 days, or full 30 days, it gives me structure, a reason to show up, and a way to feel like I'm making progress. It's not about being perfect. It's about just keeping that forward momentum. Let's zoom out for a second. We've been told for so long to chase being toned or thin, but what about being strong? What about moving with ease, aging with confidence, and being proud of what your body can do? Strength training has given me so much more than muscle. It gave me energy to keep up with real life, confidence to stand tall, the discipline that flows into everything, my work, my relationships, even my mindset. Lifting weights didn't just change my body, it changed me. It gave me strength I could feel, in my muscles, yes, but also in my mindset, my confidence, and my everyday life. I no longer worked out just to look a certain way. I moved to feel strong, grounded, and capable of handling whatever life threw at me. And that's what holistic health is really about. So if you've been thinking about starting, this is your sign. Start small, one day at a time. Thank you for spending this time with me on the XiaoWellness Podcast, your space for mindful movement, strength, and sustainable health. Don't forget to check out the free challenges linked below.